Liddy, well, it's Scott Picken, and it's time for our weekly wealth insight. And this one is all around courage. And I thought that this screen that you've got up here is really, really interesting. And I want to share with you quickly. Let me share my screens here quickly. Because what is the definition of courage and where does it actually come from? Because it really is fascinating. And when one looks at it, it's actually a French word. And I love this because I actually heard this over the weekend when, again, I was listening to something motivational. And it actually said that it originates from the French word of the heart. And it talks so much to authenticity. And, you know, something that it's not about the head. You know, I talk a lot about people, and it's not only about profit, but about people. It's about purpose as well. And it's of the heart. It's something true. It's something from integrity. It's something part of character. But it ultimately comes down to courage. And you know what was so interesting? I heard something else by a guy called Heraclitus. Heraclitus. I don't know. Some Greek dude deserves the credit. And he said that any soldiers in any battle, there are 100, you take an average of 100 people on a battlefield. He basically said 80 of them are targets. Okay. 10 of them shouldn't even be there. Like, they shouldn't even be on the field. 9 of them, they're fighters. But one of them is a warrior. And one of them shows the heart to move people's spirits. And ultimately, it's that one person, that one warrior, that gets everyone else moving in the right direction. And it reminds me so much of that scene of Braveheart. You've all seen Braveheart when he's riding up and down on that horse, and you know they're outnumbered. They've got, the British had more weapons than them, and yet when Braveheart was riding up and down on that horse and saying it was all about their freedom, you know, it just inspires people. And it's that one warrior that turns the 9 fighters and the 80 targets and even the 10 people that shouldn't be there into a galvanized army or team, and ultimately creates what they want to create. And that's what courage is about. And that's why it's of the heart. And I just thought that this wealth insight was so in tune with what's going on, because everyone literally on this planet is dealing with the same challenges at the moment with this lockdown. And as a leader, you need to have the courage to lead people. You need to be the warrior to create the change that you want to see. You know, there's that beautiful saying, which I've got up here by Margaret Mead, and it said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens could change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. And so again, don't wait for thousands of people to make your idea a reality. There's a great link down below of a video I was watching about failure and how the majority of people give up, and yet very few people pull through. And very few people have the ability to be a Nelson Mandela, to be a Mahatma Gandhi. But we've all got it within us if we truly want to. And my question is, where's the courage in you to create the world you want to see? And you know, maybe if you can think like that warrior, you can galvanize the team. And I thought that the most opportune video to play you based on this weekly wealth insight was this one, because really it sums it all up.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
So my weekly wealth insight to you is, the world is changing. Are you going to be part of that change? Are you going to create the world that you want to see? Are you going to have the courage to ultimately create the world you want to see? Because that's the question I ask you. You saw that up on the screen there. You had the links. If you want to know more about us, subscribe to the channel, or, follow us. Share it with your friends. We really, truly believe that the world is changing for the good, and that as much as Corona is creating a lot of pain, as much as a huge amount of the stock market changes, the financial industry, government industry, and everything else is changing, it's a good change. And it's changing us for where the world needs to go. And you need to have the courage, I believe, to create the world you want to see, not only for yourself, but the world around you. And that's why we're doing this weekly Wealth Insight. Please share it with others if you found value to this. Come and watch our webinars. Join us on the social media chats. Let's create the world we want to see together. I encourage you to be the lion and to find courage within you. Cheers.